Hello students, in this video you are going to learn about different types of losses occurs in the single phase transformer. So here we have two types of losses. So one is core, other one is winding losses, that is called copper losses. Core losses we can also call iron losses. So core losses again classified into two types. So one is hysteresis loss, other one is eddy current loss. So core losses we can also call iron losses. So core is made up of iron or silicon steel material, that's what. So these core losses under name is iron losses. So these losses are constant losses. So practically it may varies from 3% to 5% for large size transformers. So practically, so it varies from 3% to 5%. But so we can say that core losses are iron losses, also called constant losses. So these are two types. One is hysteresis and eddy current losses. Other type of losses is winding loss. So winding is made up of copper. Copper winding we are using in transformer. That's what winding losses we can also call copper losses or I square R losses, right? So that's what winding losses we can also call copper losses. So why these losses will occur? Why core or iron losses occurs? So here since transformer core is made up of iron, so in transformer core the flux will be alternating. So due to alternating flux in the transformer core, so hysteresis and eddy current losses will occur. This core losses will occur. The flux alternating, due to flux alternating in the transformer core losses will occur. So these losses are classified into hysteresis and eddy current. Already we have seen in the figure, that is steel sector diagram, right? So due to alternating flux in the transformer core, these losses will occur. So these losses are constant losses. It may be varies from 3 to 4%, 3 to 5% from no load to full load in large size transformer. So practically what we can take, these core losses are constant losses. So hysteresis losses. So hysteresis losses are occurs due to alternating flux in the transformer core. Since the flux in the transformer core is alternating, therefore the power is required to continuous reversal of the molecular magnets, so which comprise the core. So reverse molecular magnets will produce due to alternating flux in the transformer core, so that core will be comprised. That's what. So these losses are dissipated in the form of heat. So that these losses are called as a hysteresis loss. So here we have a hysteresis loss equation. So hysteresis losses we are denoting with WH. So P Bmax 1.6 F. P is a constant, Bmax is a maximum flux density, F is frequency. So here, so hysteresis losses are depends on supply frequency and maximum flux density of the core. Okay, so maximum flux density is increases, frequency increases, these losses also will be increase. So that so why hysteresis losses occurs? Due to alternating flux in the transformer core, reverse magnets will produce. To maintain the reverse magnets, so we need a power. So due to reverse magnet, core will be compressed. To maintain that core compression, so here we have, here we need to dissipate the power. So the power dissipation in the form of heat. So those losses are called hysteresis loss. Coming to the eddy current loss. So is the second type in a core type losses. So core type losses. So similarly hysteresis loss. So eddy current losses also occurs due to alternating flux in the transformer core. So due to alternating flux in the transformer core, eddy current losses will occur. So alternate transformer core, eddy currents will develops. Eddy current develops in the core. So to maintain the eddy currents, we need extra power. The power will be dissipated in the form of heat. That is called eddy current loss. So to minimize the eddy current losses, we need to laminate the transformer core with silicon steel material. So if you laminate the core with silicon steel material, so we can reduce the eddy current losses. Can reduce the eddy current losses and supply frequency. The eddy current losses WE is equal to Q Vmax square F square watts. Q is constant. So eddy current losses WE is equal to Q Vmax square F square watts. Q is constant. Core losses can be minimized by using silicon material. Core losses can be minimized by the high grade silicon steel laminations. So if you use silicon steel laminations on the transformer core, so we can minimize this eddy current losses. Finally, we can minimize the core losses. And coming to the copper losses, these copper losses occurs due to ohmic resistance of the winding. So ohmic resistance winding will be there. So in both primary winding and secondary winding, the primary winding ohmic resistance is R1 and secondary winding resistance is R2 if we consider. So here I2 are primary and secondary currents respectively. So total copper losses I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. So that is equal to I1 square R01 is equal to I1 square R0, equivalent resistance if we take. So R01 and R02 will come. So these losses minimized by using less ohmic resistance of winding. Using less ohmic resistance of winding, primary and secondary winding, we can minimize these losses. It is observed that copper losses is proportional to current equal to kVA square. So it is observed that the copper losses is proportional to kVA square. Okay. So when kVA is maximum, current is flowing in the windings are maximum, these copper losses will increase. Okay. So this is about different types of losses. So different losses are classified into mainly two types. One is core losses and copper losses. So core losses are again classified into hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Core losses are occurs due to alternating flux in the transformer core. So due to alternating flux in the transformer core, hysteresis and eddy current losses will produce. So hysteresis losses are due to reverse molecules of magnets. Eddy current losses due to eddy currents produced in the transformer core. So these two losses are depends on maximum flux density and frequency. So eddy current losses we can minimize by laminating the core of the transformer. Okay, and copper losses are due to ohmic resistance of the winding. So copper losses will produce. So copper losses also called winding losses. So it is proportional to the current square or kVA square. So copper losses called as a variable losses. Core losses are called constant losses. So copper losses are varies with the load. So load varies, copper losses will also varies. So copper losses are we can minimize by using less ohmic resistance of the winding. Okay. So this is a very important question for your external examination. The question will be asked like this: explain different types of losses occurs in the transformer core and how to minimize those losses. You have to explain both core losses and copper losses with minimization and factor dependence. So this is a 8 marks question. So which is very important for your examinations. Okay, right. So in next video, so we are going to discuss about efficiency and problems on single phase transformer. Okay, so this efficiency and problems are very important. Okay, so next video we will see. Thank you everyone.